Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly market analysis video with me, Frankie, your market analyst at Markets4you. In today's video, we'll be looking at the key economic events and data releases from September 29th to October 3rd, 2025. I've already set up my screen to display the economic calendar from the traders room at Markets4you. I've set the dates from September 29th to October 3rd, covering this week's important events in GMT. Please remember to adjust to your respective time zones. Let's dive into this week's events. Monday starts with US Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index and Japanese industrial production and retail sales data. Tuesday brings Australian building permits and the Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision, German retail sales and unemployment data, German inflation figures, US Chicago PMI, JOLTS job openings, consumer confidence, New Zealand building permits, and Japanese Tankan survey data. Wednesday features Swiss retail sales, Eurozone inflation figures, USADP employment change, and ISM manufacturing PMI. Thursday includes Australian household spending and trade balance, Japanese consumer confidence, Swiss inflation data, Eurozone unemployment rate, US initial jobless claims, factory orders, and Japanese unemployment rate. Friday concludes with the most important release of the week, US Non-Farm Payrolls, along with average hourly earnings, unemployment rate data, Eurozone PPI figures, and US ISM Services PMI. This week's key market-moving events will be the US Non-Farm Payrolls on Friday and the Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision on Tuesday. The Eurozone inflation data on Wednesday will also be crucial for Euro pairs. Now, let's go to the technical analysis. This week, we'll focus on the US dollar against the Japanese yen and the Australian dollar against the US dollar, as both instruments face significant central bank decisions and economic data releases. Let's start with the US dollar against the Japanese yen. Looking at the daily chart, the dollar-yen pair is currently trading around 149.51, with the price moving higher above the 20-day moving average. The pair shows strong bullish momentum as it approaches key resistance levels. Looking at important levels, the US dollar against the Japanese yen has support at 148.00 and 146.45, while resistance can be found at 150.88 and 152.56. The price movement above the moving average is a positive technical development. The stochastic oscillator is moving higher inside the overbought area, suggesting continued bullish momentum but also indicating the pair may be due for a pullback. Japanese data releases throughout the week, including industrial production on Monday and consumer confidence on Thursday, could provide additional volatility. The 150.88 resistance level will be crucial to watch, as a break above could open the path toward 152.56. Now, let's turn to the Australian dollar against the US dollar. On the daily chart, the Australian dollar is currently trading around 0.6545, with the price moving lower below the 20-day moving average. The pair faces an important Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision on Tuesday, which will be the most significant event for this currency this week. Looking at key levels, the Australian dollar against the US dollar has support at 0.6455 and 0.6391, while resistance stands at 0.6612 and 0.6684. The price movement below the moving average is a bearish technical development. The stochastic oscillator is moving inside the oversold area, suggesting the pair may be due for a bounce, but the overall trend remains bearish. Tuesday's RBA decision will be particularly important to watch, as any dovish signals could drive the pair toward the lower support levels. The 0.6455 support level will be crucial during the central bank decision. Both instruments could see considerable volatility this week. Traders should be particularly cautious during Tuesday's RBA decision and Friday's US non-farm payrolls, as these events can cause sudden spikes in volatility and potential gap risks. Remember, always manage your risk carefully and never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's it for this week's analysis. See you in the next video.